Welcome back to our Cambodian kitchen. Today we are going to make Cantonese style sweet sausage. I have a total of 10 pounds of pork. I have pork belly, 3 pounds, pork butt, 4 pounds, ground pork, 3 pounds. You will need half a cup of either whiskey, tequila, or vodka. I have tequila today. You will need this brand of roasted red pork seasoning mix. And for the seasoning, I have 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of salt. We are now going to dice up the pork butt, and the pork skin needs to be removed off of the pork belly. We are also going to dice it up into little bite-sized peas and carrot size, okay? We are done prepping our pork. We dice them into peas and carrot size. Let's add the rest of the ingredients. Brown sugar, soy sauce, granulated sugar, salt, roasted red pork seasoning mix, 2 package, and optional, you can also right now add in red food coloring to make the sausage a little bit more bright. A half a cup of liquor. I have tequila. I'm going to mix everything together now. Okay, I'm done mixing our pork. I did end up adding about 5 or 6 drops of red food dye just because I do want it a little bit brighter. Now again, that's completely optional. Now you will need some strings. I'll show you what to do with them in a bit. Some hog casing. You can find them in the Asian market. It's the only place I seem to find them at. I can't find them anywhere but the Asian market. And I do have a KitchenAid mixer, but I'm going to use this hand sausage stuffer that I got from Amazon. I used it once before. I just got to figure out how to put it back together. But let me go ahead and get started, and I'll show you the finished product. So for this part, you will need a toothpick or a skewer. We're going to poke a few holes in the sausage once it's done. You're going to need some butcher string tied to one end, so kind of like a circle. All right, so we have our casing on, and we've put the meat in the tube. Really important, you don't want to make them too tight, because you want room for the sausage to cook and expand. So this sausage is a little bit thinner. It's not as thick as regular sausage. All right, so this is one whole tube. I'm going to cut that right there. This is one tube of the sausage. I'm going to go ahead and tie the ends down. And we didn't overstuff the casing. You never want to do that because you want to make sure there's room for the sausage, especially when you get to tie them up still. So give it plenty of room. So both ends are tied. Again, you can make these as small or as big as you want. It's all just preference. I'm going to poke a few holes in them, not too many, just to let some air out. Okay, so both ends are tied. I'm going to make my sausage a little bit big. Once both ends are tied, fold them in half, and the string that we have, you're going to loop it. This is where you're going to divide your sausage, and then we're going to hang them. This is what 10 pounds of pork makes. I'm going to refrigerate them overnight in the refrigerator. Tomorrow morning, I will take them out and hang them outside so they can dry naturally. Let's check our update on our sausages. It's been 48 hours. This is the first day the Chinese sausage will be hanging in the sun. Let's take a look at the inside of the basket. I'm gonna let them naturally dry out in the sun for about 3 or 4 days before I test them and then put them away. It's been a total of about 2 weeks since I started the sausage process. I did make 3 different sausage in that entire week. I'm gonna actually show you all 3 sausages, and we'll start off with the sweet style sausage. Now, they all have been hanging outside in the sun naturally for an entire week. Then I put them in the refrigerator for another week just to finish the process. But this is the sweet sausage. Here is the lemongrass grung sausage. Then we have our quaco. And these quaco, I can smell how fermented they are because of the rice that we added to the sausage. we are going to do a quick test. We are going to do a quick taste test on all the 3 sausages. Okay, so our sausages has been cooked. We made our steamed jasmine rice. I'm going to eat my breakfast with a little bit of kimchi, homemade, of course. Let's start off with the Chinese sausage. So cut into it. Very nice. Go our Chinese sausages. Our next one that we are going to slice up is our grilled sausage. Look at the color, all the lemongrass, very juicy. Slicing up very nicely. Then our last one we're slicing up is our guaco. I'm just gonna cut this in half this way. There we go. Our guaco, and you can smell how fermented the pork is. Just gonna slice this in half. Okay. We're gonna take a closer look at all 3 sausages. And we are going to have some breakfast. Here is our sweet Chinese sausage, our grilled lemongrass sausage, and of course our guaco. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. You can find all 3 recipes on my other channel. Enjoy your sausages.